Hello everybody, in this video we'll be discussing the new Apple product leaks that were reported by Jon Prosser. So please, kick back and relax, and let's get right into it. Actually, before we get into that, YouTube tells me that only 5.4% of subscribers are actually subscribed. So please, go ahead, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the bell so you will be notified when new videos come out. Now, without further ado, let's get right into it. August 12th, 2020 is when the infamous Jon Prosser, tech YouTuber and now Apple leaker, recently released the new Apple dates for each of their products. The first one we'll be discussing is the Apple Watch and iPad, which is probably the most interesting out of all of them today. He says that this will be released via press release and during week 37th of the calendar year, which is the starting week of September 7th. Now, I'm really intrigued for this release date because most people are speculating that the iPad will get a spec bump, as you can see from my previous video, and that it will be more viable to students now. Just to give you hindsight on how old the iPad 7th gen is that it's still using the A10 chip, which is a chip that was released with the iPhone 7, which came out almost 4 years ago. Suffice it to say, the budget iPad really needs some spec improvements, and an A12 chip would accomplish exactly that, leading a new budget iPad that works just as good as last year's Air, and would be a perfect gift for a student. Alongside the iPad, the Apple Watch is also supposed to release on the same day, which is one of the days in the week of September 7th. There's not really much to mention about the Apple Watches since I really think that we've peaked too early. There's a great video by Talos of Tech that really talks about how Apple Watches have already peaked too much, and I agree with him, there's not much that we can actually change. Which leads us on to the next leak, which is the iPhone 12 event that is scheduled to take place during the 42nd week of the calendar event, which is around the week of October 12th. Now this event will most likely, not even most likely, it's in the name, it's just going to talk about the iPhones this year, with pre-orders starting the week of October 12th, for the iPhone 12 shipping the next week, and the iPhone 12 Pro devices pre-ordering and shipping sometime in November, in which Jon Prosser notes that there is no exact date yet. This kind of release schedule mirrors exactly what was done with the iPhone X when it was released back in 2017. Where they had people who want to buy the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus do so during September, and while iPhone X buyers had to wait a little later, easily divvying up the two markets that Apple holds: the everyday consumer, which bought the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus, and your unnatural hardcore fan base that bought the iPhone X later that year. Unfortunately speaking, that's all the leaks that Jon Prosser has given us about the announcement dates. In the end, he says that because of the weird release of the iPhone 12 and 12 Pro this year, and something that they haven't done in a while, there is a chance that the dates could slip and change a little. And if it does change, he'll be the first to notify right away. Also reassuring that he does have a pretty good track record, saying that his overall track record is 80%, but that he's never got an announcement date wrong, which you can't really argue much there. It's going to be all for this short video, basically talking about the release dates for the new Apple products this year. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, share, and even subscribe. I'm trying to reach a goal of 50 subscribers by the end of the year, so if you could subscribe, that would mean a lot. It's totally free, and you can unsubscribe at any time. With that being said, everyone, stay intelligent, and peace out.